welcome to today's video and welcome to another WWE reaction. For today, I will be reacting to 20 minutes of funny WWE botches and bloopers.
As they say, anything can happen in WWE, and after you see these moments, I guarantee you will agree. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels' match in the 1987 Survivor Series was one of the most intense moments in all of wrestling, and definitely not a laughing matter. However, a month before that, there was definitely some fun to be had. On an episode of Raw, Bret Hart took on Triple H in a match. The two legends were putting on a great show for the fans, but apparently it wasn't enough. Someone in the crowd decided to throw a huge paper airplane into the ring.
No.
Honestly, I'm impressed at the aim that person had.
Yeah.
The plane went right under the bottom rope and landed perfectly between the game and the
Why is the
hitman.
referee not
When
doing?
Vladimir
Oh,
Kozlov made his WWE debut, the company had big plans for him. The Moscow Mauler was a legit sambo and kickboxing champion, so he had some big accomplishments. Unfortunately, not all of it translated to WWE. During a tag team match, Vladimir teamed with Santino Marella to take on the Usos. Kozlov was supposed to make a big save, but that didn't happen.
Well, Kozlov, what the? Kozlov all tied up here.
I love the fact that Vladimir yells before he gets stuck on the rope. Ironically, R-Truth had the exact opposite problem. After the 2011 Royal Rumble, some wrestlers had a mini Rumble match on Raw. Two of the participants were John Morrison and R-Truth. The two were fighting and ended up dangling from the top rope. Morrison pulled himself back into the ring, but Truth had some difficulty getting back inside the ropes. This is a perfect visualization of your sibling who's perfect at everything. We love you, Truth. Now I guarantee you have never seen, or more appropriately heard this during a WWE match. In 2010, AJ Lee took on Nikki Bella on an episode of NXT. This was the first time the two women faced off, and while they would eventually become icons of WWE's women's division, this match was remembered for a different reason.
A vast virus database has been updated.
What in the world is going on?
Oh my
someone
god.
Forgot to turn on notifications before the show started.
No way!
Sin Cara is one of the most unintentionally funny wrestlers of all time. The faceless one was known for constantly botching moves, especially in his early WWE career. You could almost do a video just on funny Sin Cara moments, but I think this is one of the funniest. In 2012, Sin Cara took on Curtis Axel, who was still known as Michael McGillicuddy at the time. Money in the Bank 2018, the Raw Women's Champion Nia Jax had some stiff competition when she had to defend her title against Ronda Rousey. However, it turned out that Ronda's biggest opponent was gonna be herself. Shortly after the match started, Rousey was trying to stand up but fell backwards and landed outside of the ring. Luckily she wasn't hurt, but I know for a fact Ronda wasn't feeling like the baddest one on the planet in that moment. In tag team matches, wrestlers have to be holding a tiny rope near the turnbuckle in order to be tagged in. This can be annoying since it can make it hard for wrestlers to reach their partner. However, Eddie Guerrero came up with a genius idea to solve this. Latino Heat teamed up with Booker T to take on the Bashams during a match on SmackDown. The referee reminded Eddie that he needed to be holding the tag rope to become the legal man. Eddie was not happy about this, but then he thought of something. Guerrero moved the tag rope off the turnbuckle. It was a 1000 IQ move, but the referee wouldn't allow it and moved the rope back to its original spot. In 1999, The Rock and Mankind had one of the most iconic matches in Royal Rumble history. The two legends fought in a brutal I Quit match. While it was pretty vicious, there was one moment that was pretty funny. Rock and Mankind fought all over the arena.
Mankind is literally just a pillow for them.
The most electrifying man in sports entertainment wanted to give his opponent a rock bottom through the announcer's table, but the table had other ideas and fell apart right before Rock hit his finisher.
He's laughing, The Rock was laughing.
Happened 14 years later. In 2013, the Brahma Bull returned to the Royal Rumble for a WWE Championship match against CM Punk. It was just a normal match, but that didn't stop Rocky and Punky from going extreme. The two stood on the announcer's table, and Rock tried to hit CM Punk with a fast rock bottom, but the announcer's table wasn't having any of it and collapsed. I seriously think there's some kind of curse that prevents The Rock from being a finisher on tables at the Royal Rumble. Rey Mysterio's 619 is one of the most popular WWE finishers of all time. It seems pretty devastating too, but during one match, I think Rey may have actually hurt himself more than his opponent. While wrestling at a non-televised WWE show, Mysterio set up Kane and Chris Jericho on the middle rope. The masked luchador ran in to hit the 619, but missed the rope and fell straight to the floor. Rey's tag team partner, Shawn Michaels, had to step in to finish the match, and thankfully, Rey Mysterio was okay. Here's proof that we're living in a simulation.
Shorter and shorter by the day. Every opportunity is critical, and Sheamus got caught up in the ropes.
That's only one of many real-life glitches we've seen in WWE, and by the end of this video, you'll agree we're living wrestling in a simulation. Cody Rhodes is facing Crime Time in a tag team match.
Oh my
when
god,
Young
that
American
beer
Nightmare
didn't
tried to
even
go for a
hit.
moonsault. Cody's reaction after the move is not what you would expect. Randy Orton is a robot, and I have proof. During a backstage segment, the Legend Killer just randomly shut down.
I don't need an
Gonna
excuse
watch
of
him for 1 minute.
who was supposed to watch him. It's not about who was supposed to watch him. It's where is he? He can't be by himself. Where is he?
I think Austin Theory is a robot too. During a match on SmackDown, Theory started flexing, and his back looked a bit unnatural.
He's loved this business since he...
Scott Steiner is
Oh
such a
my
freak
god,
that he
that's
glitches into the
scary.
ropes. During a match on NXT, Sami Zayn's character model
Yeah, maybe two
just
ropes
went
is not
haywire.
smart.
His opportunity up to the top. Oh, moonsault! Zayn kicked out again. Whoa! What the?
Also,
What's
something very
happened?
wrong
What
here.
was that? Their cockroach reaction.
What's up with the way
Like
this
when you
referee
literally
falls to the
spray a
mat?
bug spray on a bug.
This ref also seems like he has some bugs.
Oh, goodness. Went for a springboard off the chair and nailed the official. Referee Nick Patrick in the corner.
WWE really needs to get a patch out for this.
And Black Mass, cover.
We all know that if you give a computer
You hear
too many
the
commands
sound,
at the
but
same
you
time,
don't see it
buffers.
clicking,
This
and you're
is
like,
exactly
what just
happened to
happened
Bobby
there?
Lashley.
Stairs all lined up.
Like next level brutality.
We got directing traffic.
Cesaro is so strong that he
So
can cause his
glitched.
opponents to clip through the ropes.
Wow.
Sting's pretty powerful too. He's so strong that he can defy the laws of gravity.
Sting!
He was in air!
Sting!
This powerbomb on the
He
other
was
hand
in air
really
for
needs
more
to be
than a
patched.
second.
At the D-Generation X In Your House pay-per-view, the ropes weren't quite up to code, and Ken Shamrock learned that the hard way.
What?
About that.
Ah. Ouch. Was that a teeth? That was a tooth.
that FTR's got an American flag.
Glitches affect commentators too.
Was that
Just
a
listen to what
tooth?
happened to poor Renee Young.
My English died there.
Jeez, I can't talk.
Me too, I can't.
Taz also had a pretty bad glitch with his sound bites too. Speaking of AEW, they have some ragdoll physics going on.
Hoppa, 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 ha.
And...
What the fuck was that?
On a 2005
How
episode
could he
of
just
Raw,
turn
WWE
like
forgot to load
that?
in Triple H's shirt, resulting in the King of Canes taking off an invisible one. Or maybe it was just a John Cena shirt. The game isn't the only one to have wardrobe malfunctions. Stone Steve Austin's vest malfunctioned, causing him to get
Oh my god, like Triple H rehearsed himself with a shirt there and he literally followed the move and he had such a derp moment there or what? There was no shirt.
stuck.
And look at Phineas.
Probably a
Unfortunately,
concussion.
the Texas Rattlesnake would also have some difficulty at the
Oh,
ropes, but
oh.
luckily Triple H was there to lend a hand. This legit looks like a glitch from a WWE 2K game.
Whoops on top again.
Yeah, but
And so does this.
Stab Joel.
German and just slid.
There's only one word to describe this glitch.
Rope and telegraph. Oh, yeah. Bam.
Miro, aka Rusev,
That was
might
the
need
other
some
way around.
WD-40 because he's looking a bit rusty.
Miro saying it's game over for Sean Maluda.
Either WWE needs to patch the or
sorry, that was such a derp moment. Like his face and is already putting the energy into it, like, hello, you missed the head. Like, a whole head between your hands. What are you doing?
Hulk Hogan's vitamins really work.
Still confused. The genius still writing in the corner. No.
Bruh, how is he
It is
flying?
Hogan, because Shawn Michaels also had some bizarre physics when he
Hey.
fought the Hulkster.
And Michaels has the streak or the body.
Hogan again.
Look out.
Okay, still don't believe that wrestling is a simulation?
Oh
Watch
my. Was that.
Oh, Nelly.
What was that? Fan, go back to your fan.
These interactions between WWE wrestlers and fans are hilarious.
I love
After
this.
losing the
I
WWE
remember that
Championship
one.
to John Cena at WrestleMania 26, Batista was filled with rage. This
Okay.
led to a series of rematches, one of which was at Extreme Rules. The Animal started manhandling Cena, and the fans, especially the younger ones, were not happy, and they wanted Batista to know it. It's even funnier hearing a kid say this after seeing what adult fans do when Batista is around. In the weeks
So
leading up to
mean.
WrestleMania 26, Batista wrestled Kofi Kingston and destroyed the Jamaican sensation. As he was leaving, the Animal approached a fan and actually scared the man. Come on, how do you not laugh after seeing this? If you know Bret Hart, you know that one of his trademarks was giving his shades to a fan as he made his entrance. Usually this fan was a kid, and it was a very cool moment. Well, one time, Christian decided to do the same thing, but with a twist. While walking to the ring on an episode of Raw, Christian handed his glasses to a young boy sitting in the front row. I guess he had second thoughts because Christian decided to take back his shades. There is a special place for people who laugh at this. In December 2020,
so
Seth Rollins
mean.
became a father when he and his wife, Becky Lynch, welcomed their daughter Rue into the world. Sometime later, Rollins was in a tag team match with Dolph Ziggler against Bobby Lashley and Damian Priest. The Monday Night Messiah was taking a break on the outside when a fan said this.
Seth, your baby's adorable!
The Undertaker is usually dead serious, but he can be pretty savage. In 2001, The Undertaker was taking on the hardcore champion, Rob Van Dam, in a, well, hardcore match. As such, the two left the ring not long after the match started, and Taker and Van Dam began fighting all over the arena. Some RVD fans tried cheering on their hero, but Undertaker had a pretty good comeback. This isn't the only witty
Tell
comeback
them.
The Undertaker had for the fans.
Taker.
On an episode of Raw, Taker came out to confront Ric Flair. While the dead man was talking, the fans were giving him the what chant. The Phenom was getting a bit annoyed and decided to pull this.
I tell you what, why don't you say what if you like to sleep with your own sister?
In 2012, Daniel
Oh my
Bryan
God,
was
they
in
were
his
literally
no phase
shouting,
and would
what?
get upset
Where
anytime
was
fans
that?
used his old yes chant. This came to a boiling point after Daniel Bryan won a match on SmackDown. A fan in the front row was chanting yes, which prompted Bryan to get right in front of the man's face and yell no.
Yeah, no! That's the spirit.
Someone who's a master of destroying fans is Kevin Owens. While beating up Seth Rollins on Raw, a fan began heckling KO, and this is what he did.
Get back to Canada! Get back to Canada! I'll go back to Canada, you go back to screwing your sister, you stupid
Another interaction Kevin Owens had with a fan was so funny that it actually caused someone to break character. While wrestling Roman Reigns at a non-televised WWE show, KO had Reigns in a headlock. A fan was doing some trash talking, so Owens used the opportunity to fight back.
You're a fat bastard! This week than you were all year. So I got 35K just in royalties. And then like 11 or 12 for you.
Roman Reigns couldn't help but laugh and actually had to cover his face so that people didn't see him breaking character. In the lead up to the 2012 WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match, all 6 participants faced off on Raw in a 6-pack challenge. Justin Roberts was doing ring announcing for the match and got a little tongue-tied when he was explaining the rules.
The first superstar to get a pinfall or submission.
This might sound mean, but how do you mess up this badly? On Raw in 2006, Trish Stratus was defending her women's championship against Ashley. Mickie James was in her stalker fan phase, so she accompanied Trish for the match. James couldn't stand seeing her hero be defeated, so she got into the ring and went after Ashley. This caused a disqualification, and Ashley was the winner. However, Lillian Garcia, the ring announcer, said this.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Champion, Trish Stratus.
Wait, why is Trish the winner?
Not only did
Oh my
Lillian
God, yeah, I
announce the
remember
wrong
this.
winner,
She
but she
messed
somehow got the
up.
women's championship mixed up with the WWE championship. How does that happen? Christy Hemme learned the hard way that you don't want to mess
guess
up
she lost
Austin
her
Aries'
job,
ring
right?
introduction. On Impact Wrestling, Aries and Bobby Roode teamed up to take on the Bad Influence. Christy Hemme was doing the ring announcing, and she must have got her announcements mixed up.
Introducing first the Bad Influence, Kazarian and Christopher Daniels.
Austin Aries' reaction to Hemme's botch was insane, and he forced her to reintroduce them correctly.
Oh my
At least
God.
Christy Hemme won't make that mistake again. If you can name this wrestler, then you already know more than Michael Buffer. Buffer is a world-famous ring announcer and did the announcing for WCW's main event matches. For some reason, though, he never got Bret Hart's name correct.
Every time he messed it up, yeah.
The Hitman Clark.
Bret Hitman Clark.
Did no one in WCW seriously ever tell Michael Buffer he was saying the Hitman's name incorrectly?
Oh my
God. At the end of 2015,
Clark.
the Usos received the Slammy Award for Tag Team of the Year. Lillian Garcia must have thought they won an award from somewhere else because she said this.
At a combined weight of 479 pounds, Grammy Award-winning Tag Team of the Year.
WWE even replayed the botch when they returned from commercial break. However, the next week, Garcia made sure she got it right.
They are the Slammy Tag Team of the Year.
In early 2022, Xavier Woods was sidelined with a leg injury. About 2 months later, it looked like Kofi Kingston was going to take on Rich Holland in a match.
Okay.
However, Kingston surprised everyone with the return of Xavier Woods. Or at least it was supposed to be a surprise, but the ring announcer accidentally ruined it.
Oh no.
His opponent, accompanied to the ring by Xavier Woods from Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 2...
This one might be the funniest ring announcer botch ever. Just listen.
Weighing 280 pounds, the Junk Guard.
You can literally hear just how confused he got. During the first night of WrestleMania 37, 5 tag teams competed for a shot at the Women's Tag Team Championship. It was a turmoil match, and at one point, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke were in the ring with the Riot Squad. The fight ended when Liv Morgan managed to pin Dana Brooke. I guess the ring announcer wasn't paying attention because he said this.
The Riot Squad has been eliminated.
No, I believe that was an error. It was an error.
WWE fans are sometimes just as entertaining as the wrestlers.
He's there! He is there!
Before John Cena made his iconic WWE debut on SmackDown, he competed in non-televised matches before WWE went on the air. During one such match in 2002, Cena took on Shelton Benjamin. I guess one fan didn't like it and decided to make his feelings known in a mean but funny way.
Oh wow.
Everybody is afraid
So
of public
mean.
speaking, so when Jack Swagger spoke for the first time on ECW in 2008, he must have been a little nervous. Unfortunately for the All-American American, the fans weren't going to give him a warm welcome.
I guess some things never change, do they, Tommy?
Look at the way he speaks. Wow.
In late 2016, Neville turned heel and joined the Cruiserweight division. It was a good decision, and the High Flyer soon became the Cruiserweight champion. However, that didn't stop the fans from making fun of him. While addressing Titus O'Neil, a fan shouted this at the King of the Cruiserweights.
It's a fantasy.
This one might be more tragic than funny, but I thought I should share it. After successfully defeating Evolution at Payback, the Shield was staying strong the next night. Or so it seemed. The group was confronted by Triple H and Randy Orton, leading to Seth Rollins' shocking betrayal. This caused one fan to shout what we were all thinking. In 2012, Kane and Daniel Bryan were put in their iconic anger management storyline. At one point, their therapist, Dr. Shelby, had the two try each other's preferred food so they could learn more about one another. Bryan was given meatballs, leading to a fan shouting,
That's a spot.
Besides being a wrestler, Chris Jericho is also a singer with his band Fozzy. Jericho's group shares the same name with the Muppets character Fozzie Bear, which angered one WWE fan. At the 2007 Judgment Day pay-per-view, Shawn Michaels took on Randy Orton. Due to a backstage attack earlier, Michaels was in no condition to compete, but did so anyways. The match ended unceremoniously when the referee decided that HBK could no longer compete. It was so bad that Michaels' wife came down to the ring and the showstopper had to be stretchered out.
So this was
As
real.
he's leaving, a fan said this. If you don't know, Michael's wife used to work for WCW as a Nitro Girl. A week before their iconic SummerSlam match, John Cena and Daniel Bryan came face to face in the ring. Cena told Bryan that he had defeated Bryan's peers, which included Shawn Michaels, The Rock, CM Punk, Batista, and many more. Bryan had this to say.
You talk about all those people like they are so much better than me.
It's funny hearing fans shout things at
Oh my God, I
wrestlers, but it's
love
even
it.
funnier when fans start shouting at each other. At TLC 2016, The Miz interrupted a backstage interview with Daniel Bryan. As the segment wrapped up, we heard a pretty hilarious discussion.
Enjoy.
Go back to real world. No one likes you. I like them.
The 20th anniversary of Raw featured many stars from WWE's past. This included The Rock and Mick Foley reunited backstage. Unfortunately, the moment was interrupted by Vicky Guerrero. The fans hated this, and one individual took a page out of the Great One's playbook to express how he
I
felt.
hate when people like literally put their own opinion into your mouth. Like, it's your life, your opinion, and you're an individual. Why are you putting it in a group? Like, it's one voice. You're one voice. You know, like, I know I deal with that thing as well on my streams, in the chat or in the comment down below. Like, if you're a hater, you're the single hater. Like, isolate your opinion to yourself only. Don't add other people without their permission. You didn't even ask them. You know, like, I don't understand that mentality and that entitlement that some people have.
Not your show. Not your show, but my show.
On Raw in 2017, one fan was very excited to see Goldberg. See what this man did by hitting the video on screen.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, that was the end of this video. That was so amazing. I always love reacting to like funny moments, botches, bloopers. It's always fun. These type of videos are like so calming and relaxing, and I don't have to worry about anybody out there, you know, or see people getting hurt or some serious topics, you know. That's why I really love seeing these ones. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Bye!